Now our series Stress Busters. On Thursday, we reported on a new survey that found half of Americans feel so stressed it's harming their health. This morning, we'll look at a new device that says it can help, called Stress Eraser. It claims to relax your mind and body through breathing. And for this series, we asked stressed out moms to email us about what's driving them nuts. Well, hundreds responded. So we asked one to try it. We want you to meet Carrie Boyd from Atlanta. It's 7 a.m. and all's quiet in the usually boisterous Boyd house, but not for long. Before she's even out of her PJs, Carrie is cook, hairdresser, dishwasher, gardener, zookeeper, and of course,
you cannot wear your skates to school.
Chauffeur for her 3 kids. It's all a little stressful.
The kids are the #1 thing that stresses me out. I get no help. You're going to stretch your shirt. It's hard, you know. It's difficult when you're the only parent.
For 5 days a week, Carrie's husband works away from home in another state, making her feel like a single parent.
It's very stressful. The children, and it's hard to keep the house clean. All that's very difficult.
And unhealthy.
Stress can be very debilitating over time, both to the mind and to the body.
So we thought Carrie would be the perfect candidate to try out a new device called the Stress Eraser.
I'll just about try anything.
It's a mini biofeedback machine that helps to relax your body and calm your mind, just by changing your breathing and your focus. Every time Carrie feels stress, she puts her finger in the sensor, which tracks her heart rate. Then a cue on the display tells you when to precisely exhale. That, in turn, activates a part of the nervous system that quiets the body, reducing stress. Psychiatrist Eric Hollander heard about the Stress Eraser and is testing it on anxiety patients.
Allowing individuals to focus on their breathing allows them to get unstuck in terms of dwelling on a lot of those negative thoughts.
I like it. It actually makes me relax.
And joining us now is Carrie Boyd and Michael Wood, the inventor of the Stress Eraser that I'm holding in my hot little hand. You have been bouncing up and down in our studio this morning and just having yourself a good time, Carrie. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Now you've got your hands full at home with your kids and everything that you have going on, and then we say, okay, we're going to send you this little device and it's going to erase your stress. Something tells me you're a little suspicious of that.
Oh yes. When I first got it, I thought, how is this little device the size of a deck of cards? How is this? With all the stress that I have going on in my life, how is this going to really relax me? Mm-hmm. And it has taught me how to meditate. It's amazing. It really is.
It's really done the trick for you.
It really has.
Michael, okay, so let's show everybody again how it works, and we have our screen behind here to kind of tell everybody, because I did this yesterday in the office and we were trying it around, and it was interesting, and I found that I wasn't as stressful as I thought that I was, or at least the machine told me I wasn't. But how exactly does it work?
Well, the triangles that are above the waves, you use those to guide your breathing. And the basic method is to simply inhale until a new triangle appears, and we see one there, and then exhale as you silently count.
And when you see those 3 dots at the bottom like that, that means that you're relaxed. You're relaxed.
No, it doesn't mean that you are relaxed. It means you're relaxing. It takes about 30 of those. You need to get 30 waves with 3 dots underneath them to feel the effects, which takes about 5 minutes once you become proficient.
I know that everyone's over here looking at this thing. I know you want this, don't you? Well, I mean, what exactly is it that makes you less stressful? Doesn't it completely take away the stress? What makes you less stressful?
Well, if you get 30 to 100 waves, what happens is inside your body there is a group of nerves that shut off the nerves that cause stress. And every time you get a 3-dot wave, for that one moment, the nerves that cause stress have stopped. So if you get 5 to 15 minutes of those waves, you have gotten a full break from stress.
And Carrie, you said you wouldn't look at the screen, that you would end up closing your eyes and kind of...
That's how it works for me. I use it a lot at nighttime. So once it gets leveled out, the waves start leveling out, your body actually does it kind of itself. But what the good thing about it is that when you're meditating, a lot of people think that when you can meditate all day long, but you don't know that you're actually doing it right. You don't know that your mind is really relaxed. You can feel physically relaxed,
but you don't know.
Right, but this tells you that you are relaxed. And it tells you your mind and your body is
should say that this is $300, and that there are some studies still going on, that there's no real scientific proof that this does what you say it does. And is there any downside, Michael? Is there any drawbacks to it?
We did survey 85 highly stressed individuals before we released the product, and we asked them also in the questionnaire what their #1 drawback was. And ironically, the #1 drawback that people listed was falling asleep at inappropriate times. One guy fell asleep.
Which I did.
You did? You
Yes.
did? Yeah.
With my baby in front of me in his little, just for, I mean, I fell asleep and woke right. Yeah, it was like a 5-minute, you know, it actually put me to sleep. But my little baby was in his little bouncy and the kids were sleeping, and I thought, oh my gosh,
How'd
you
that
know,
happen?
wow, yeah.
So that's one of the
Yes,
drawbacks.
we had one gentleman fall asleep at work, and he missed the meeting, so he sets an alarm clock when he uses his stress eraser now.
We'll see. We'll see how it works. All right. Well, Michael, Carrie, thank you very much.
Thank you.